Okay.
Oh, yes, okay.
Oh, this hair. Oh my god.
Is it done? So mileage due for
On mute.
shots anyway?
Is he?
Yeah.
I'm gonna mute myself.
Hi. Welcome, everyone.
My judgment serious. You know, a claim against him for the return of any rent, any security, or a phantom laptop, denied, because I don't believe a word that comes out of your mouth. He, on the other hand, on his claim, I am awarding him what he has requested for his injuries, which was serious. We affected his spine, which will probably may not hit him right now, but it's going to hit him later because they actually indicated in the medical report what part of his spine was hurt by the two moronic people whose names you don't remember, who you invited back after you were all drunk at a bar.
Hi, Elizabeth.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very good. I'm glad you're here.
Yeah, we'll see how I do.
Oh, you'll be fine.
Having such a devastating effect on Black America. We'll be right back.
Yeah, so for anyone just joining, we do use weights if you have weights, and you can just use your own body weight, not a problem. If you don't have them, that's fine. So even if I was doing a bicep curl, you can do the same motion with just your arms. It's all right. If you have them and you want to make it harder, then definitely grab those. We also use a mat. We do get on the ground. I personally use a mat because I have pets, so there's pet hair, and I don't want to lay around on the pet hair, but that's a personal choice. You can get right on the ground, that's fine. I am recording this so I can send it over to the trust so they can put it on the YouTube page after we're done, so that if you want to repeat throughout the week, you can do that. This is week 5. I did check, so we've got one more week after this. It's been great. The participation is excellent. Right now, what I'm doing is I'm just admitting people in, so if I'm looking away, that's what I'm doing. Somebody just said they're already covered in dog hair. I get it. My clothes are full of hair as well. But you don't have to use your video either. That's your choice. You can be seen or not seen. That's your choice. As long as you can see what I'm doing, the rest is up to you. I will mute everyone when we start. We'll start in about 1 to 2 minutes. This is a quick class. It's only 30 to 40 minute max. For those of you who haven't used this before, Zoom will kick me right off. Doesn't matter what I'm doing, I don't even get to say goodbye. So we do speed through it. It goes a little quick, but because of that, we burn extra calories. So it's a good thing. But I do like to try and start as close to 4:30 as possible, so that way we can not race. Make sure you have water with you. We're going to take quick water breaks. I'm just going to give about 1 minute and then we'll start. We're going to do 3 rounds of exercises. There's 10 exercises in each round. Some are standing, some are on your mat. So we'll start standing, we'll end on the mat, grab a drink, and we'll repeat. We're also going to do 3 quick exercises to get our heart rate up. Just quick jumping jacks and some torso twists, and then we'll begin. I hope everyone had a good week. I'm gonna go ahead and mute everyone. Okay, and if I do stop working out and I walk over to the computer, it's just because I've noticed that someone's trying to get in. So just keep doing what you're doing. And we are going to get started. All right, so I want to start off with 15 jumping jacks. Okay. When you're ready, we're just going to do some jumping jacks, and your modification is just like this. Taps, taps. 15 of those. Great. When you get to your 15, we're going to do some torso twists. We're going to do 15 of those. Just to stretch the sides of our body to get them ready for what's to come. Okay, and when you're done with that, we're gonna go back into our 15 jumping jacks. And when you're done with that, we're gonna go back into our torso twist for 15. In our last set of warm-ups, another set of 15 jumping jacks. And our last set of torso twists, 15. So all of our exercises are gonna be 15 each unless it's one side of the body. If so, then we will do an even 16, so you get 8 on each side. I will let you know. And once you are all set with that, grab yourself a quick drink. We're gonna get right into our first set. Okay, we're gonna start off with the shoulder exercise. I'm going to grab a set of 8 pounds. You can go higher if you're more experienced. My shoulders are very weak, so I tend to go low on shoulders. We're going to do a shoulder press standing. So I'm just going to press up. The weights are going to touch and come back to my shoulders. I'm going to do this for 15. When you're ready, get started. At your own pace, get to 15, and then you break. Don't forget to breathe. And once you get to your 15, we are now moving on to a bicep curl. I grabbed 10s for these, and this will be a little different than normal. We're going to do a behind the back bicep curl. So my feet are hip distance apart, my arms are behind my back, the weights are touching, and I'm coming over, I'm curling, and then I'm going back behind my back again. We're going for 15 on this when you're ready. Be careful to do it nice and controlled, even though you're swinging behind. And once you get to your 15, we're gonna move on to triceps. I'm gonna keep my 10s in my hand. I'm going to do a standing tricep kickback. So what this looks like is I have my legs a little bit further apart, about hip distance. I'm bending down. Sorry, I just have to let someone in. I'm bending down and my arms are in front of me like so, and I'm kicking back the weights. Real close to my body for 15. If you can notice, it is working the tricep muscle. You should feel it right away when you kick back. Keep that core nice and stabilized. Nice and controlled movement. Try not to flail your body around. All right, now we're gonna move on to reverse lunges, another standing exercise. All right, so my hands are on my hips, and I am going to take one of my feet and reverse it back. My knee is gonna come to the floor, and then I'm gonna switch legs. Because this exercise is being done one each leg, we're going to 16, not 15 this time. When you're ready. You don't have to touch all the way. You don't have to go all the way down to the ground. You can certainly leave your knee elevated if you need to modify. That is fine. Anything you're doing is better than doing nothing at all. Keep that in mind always. All right, we're going on to deadlifts. One of my most favorite exercises, I'm carrying 10-pound weights. Okay, my legs are again hip distance apart. My weights are right in front of my thighs. I'm taking my weights and I'm dragging them all the way down my leg until I feel the stretch in the back of my legs. And then I'm coming back up for 15. Again, you don't have to use weights. If you want to modify and you want to just drag your hands down, you can. You don't need to hold the weights. It will add a nice level to your deadlift. If you can do it, I recommend it, but it's your choice. It's a nice hamstring muscle exercise. It works very well. If you don't do them often, as easy as it seems now, you will feel it tomorrow and the next day. What you want to do is pretend there's a wall behind you and your booty hits it just a little bit as you come down, and that's when you get back up. And once you get to your 15, we're moving on. We're going into a Pilates sumo squat calf raise. Now, if you can't do this, your modification would be to just stay in this sumo squat. Here is what we ultimately want to do. We want to be in this sumo squat, hands on our hips, and we want to lift both feet up for 16, if you can do it. Yes, my cat is here again. Hopefully he behaves this time. If that's too hard for you, just stay in your sumo squat. It's okay. You're still working the inner thighs. What this is doing here is it's working your inner thighs and your calf muscles at the same time. It's very difficult. It's not the easiest thing in the world. If you can't get it this time, you can practice at home, doing one leg at a time if it's easier, whatever gets you there. All right, we are moving on to the floor. Grab your mat. We're gonna finish up this set on the ground. We're gonna work our chest muscles. So grab some dumbbells for your chest. I always grab 10s. All right. We're basically just gonna do a nice chest press here. My legs are bent. My arms are over on the sides of me, and I'm pressing up right in front of me for 15 when you're ready. All right, we are moving on. We're gonna work on an ab exercise. So your legs are going to be apart from each other in a V-like position. You're lying flat on the mat. You're taking both of your arms and you're V'ing up in the center of one leg and then V'ing up in the center of the other leg. For 16, if you can't do this, the modification would be an easy crunch for 15. It's okay, you're still working. You're not watching TV, keep that in mind. You're crunching up and you're going in between those legs. Nice job. When we get through this, we're moving on to an oblique exercise. This one's a little challenging, so I am going to give you a modification. Modification is going to be, you're on your forearm here, and you're going to do a side plank, just like that, if you can do it. If you can't do it, bend one of your legs and go up. You're still going to work the obliques. What we really want to do here is we want to cross our legs, one in front of the other. Your forearm is on the mat. You're going up into a side plank, and we want to dip down for 8. Once we get to our 8, we're going to flip around and do it on the other side. So we have even muscles throughout our body. And when you're done with that, it's our last exercise on the ground. We're going to do a glute bridge to a kick. So you're going to take your feet and move them all the way up to your booty, hands on the side. We're squeezing up for a glute bridge, and then we're taking one of our legs, kicking it, putting it down, and bringing our butt back on the mat. Repeating with the other leg for 16. Once you get done with that, stand up, grab a drink, we repeat. That's our set. We're going to do that 2 more times, and that's it, we're done. All right, we're starting off with our standing shoulder presses. Again, I'm grabbing my 8 pounds. You choose. If you have stronger shoulders, please use a heavier weight. You're hitting 15 on this. Once we get through that, we are moving on to our behind the back bicep curl. We're going for 15 on this one. When you're ready, get right into it. And once you're done with that, we are moving on to our tricep exercise, our kickbacks. So you can keep those weights or grab a different size, your choice. I keep my 10s. We're going for 15 on this one. Try to keep it nice and controlled, even if you're swinging. Keep that body in line. Nice job. When you're done with that, we are moving on to our reverse lunges for 16, since we're doing 8 on each leg. Hands on your hips. Again, you don't have to go all the way down. If you need to modify, you can go down as much as you can and come back up. All right, we are going into our deadlifts. When you're done with that, we're going down for 15. When you're ready, excellent job. We're going on to our sumo squat with our calf raise. Remember, if you need to modify, just stay here in your sumo squat. The goal is to raise both calves at the same time for 16. You should feel it burn. This is a nice Pilates exercise. Works the inner thigh plus your calves at the same time. Very effective, but it definitely burns. You're not alone. Woo! Yeah, you should feel that. All right, let's move on to the ground. Finish up the set. We're going on to our chest exercise. Grab those weights for your chest press. I'm using my 10s, your choice. All right, when you're ready, 15. All right, nice job. We're getting right into our ab exercise, our V sit-ups. Legs are apart, both your arms are gonna go straight through the center of both those V legs. 16 on this. You should be in a V position at all times. Keep those legs in a V position. And when you're done with that, we are moving on to our oblique exercise. I showed you different types of modifications. The goal here is to have your legs crossed. Forearm is on the mat. You come up, you dip down for 8. 8 on each side. And once you get to 8, you're gonna flip yourself around and repeat on the other side. And don't forget to breathe, even if we're going quickly. Breathe, breathe, breathe. All right, we're moving on to our glute bridge with a kick. 16 of these. When you're ready, bridge up, squeeze, kick, down. Make sure to keep your booty squeezed when you're kicking. Get the most out of it. All right, when you're done with that, grab a drink, we repeat. We have 10 minutes, ladies and gentlemen. 10, can we do it? Yes. Will we do it? Yes. Let's get right to it. Shoulder presses. You know what to do. 15 when you're ready. Last round. I am gonna go fast, only because of the time. Behind the shoulders, bicep curl for 15. Time flies when you're having fun. Nice. When you get there, we've got our tricep kickbacks for 15. Get ready and get right into it. Woo! All right, reverse lunges for 16. When you're ready. Keep your form, even if you're rushing a little. Still remember your form. You should be smiling just like I am. This is so much fun. We got to get up and move. What a great day. All right, we're into our deadlifts for 15. When you're ready, get right to it. Slide those dumbbells down your legs. You should feel the stretch right in the back of your hamstring. All right, we are on to our sumo squat calf raise, last standing exercise for 16. When you're ready. A nice balancing act, isn't it? All right, get down on the ground. Let's finish this up. Chest raise. Chest raise. Chest press, I mean, for 15. When you're ready. All right, excellent job. We're finishing it up, going into our V sit-up for 16. I am racing through it. I know, we gotta get it done. Just think of all the calories you're burning. Whew. Next, we are going into our oblique exercise for 8 on each side. You're almost there. I want to thank you all again for joining me in foot set. For those of you that keep coming, good job. We've already done this 5 times. It's been excellent. So much participation. I love it. All right, our last exercise, our glute bridge with a kick. We've got plenty of time to get this in. 16 of them. When you're ready. And if you do enjoy these, just keep repeating them if you can, since they're recorded. So you can get in more workouts. And of course, take advantage of all the programs the Trust has to offer, because it's unbelievable. And you don't get that at every company, so take advantage. of what is offered to you. That's great that you have these classes available. And again, you guys are helping motivate me, so I love it. We got to stay on some sort of a pattern even during this pandemic. Look at that, we did it. We have 3 minutes to spare. That's great. For those of you that first joined for the first time, I hope it was okay. I hope Kate's still there.
Thank you.
Thank you guys so
Great.
much. We have one more. I do not do Zumba. I'm not sure who does the Zumba. I only do strength training and I teach spin outside of this. But I'm not sure who does the Zumba, but I know they are offering that. So we do have one more class next week. So I hope everyone can join. It'll be our
Okay.
final one for a while.
Thank you.
Thank you
Thank
so
you.
much.
Thank
Job,
Have a good
Elizabeth.
week.
Thank you. Take care.
Bye,
Thank
Kate.
you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a good week.
Thanks. Good to
Bye,
see you.
Kate. You too.